Welcome, my dear friend, to CrisVel tutorial. Have a nice day to you. And before we continue, please click subscribe for your support. Thank you. Last video, my friend, we talked about understanding Arduino. What is Arduino? What Arduino can do? And what are the possible projects which we can design, develop, or create using Arduino board. For more details, please watch the previous video under CrisVel channel. Today, we are going to explore the Arduino Uno, its components, and its functionalities. To start with, Arduino Uno does have three basic components: the microcontroller or the MCU unit, USB bridge, and the power component. These three components are connected all together to form a single circuit. Put it in a board, and we called it the Arduino board, where Arduino Uno is one of that board. Yes, my friend, you heard it right. Arduino Uno is just a single type of an Arduino board. There are several types of Arduino boards available in the market. Example, we have Arduino Uno, Arduino Nano, Arduino Uno, Lilipad Arduino, Arduino Uno, and the Arduino Mega. These boards differs on the number of pins, memory capacities, and their applications. Well, Arduino Uno is the most commonly used board in a project design. All Arduino boards, as well as the Arduino Uno, are powered by a simple program known as firmware. The firmware, my dear friend, will be discussed in details on the next video. For our project to work, the firmware must be saved in our microcontroller unit. But what is microcontroller? Microcontroller is a compact or a very tiny integrated circuit designed to control specific operations. A microcontroller includes a processor, memory, and input-output or I/O peripherals on a single chip. Wow, that was great! It's just like having a system unit of a computer in a single chip, a very tiny chip. The MCU used in Arduino Uno as a main controller was called a Mega 328 from the EVR family. This MCU accepts supply voltages ranges from 1.8 to 5.5 volts. This MCU have three ports: port C, port B, and port D. All pins of these ports can be used for general purpose digital I/O, or simply digital input-output. My friend, where can we possibly use this digital input-output? Do you have an idea? Well, we can use this as a controller for a lighting pattern, or simply a disco light controller, or a lighting pattern in a building, or it could be as a controller of the traffic light. Yes, that are some applications of the digital input-output. Some input-output pins, the digital, can also be used on the other functions, just like port C It can also be used as the ADC inputs. How about the application of these ADC inputs? Well, these ADC inputs are in charge of acquiring the data coming from light sensors, temperature sensor, distance sensor, smoke detector, yes, also color detector, motion sensor, angle or tilt sensor, as well as the pressure sensor. There are also some pins that can be configured as PWM output. PWM as in pulse width modulation. These pins are marked with a congruent symbol on the Arduino board, or simply I called it a noodles symbol. These pulse width modulation output are usually used to control motors. For example, servo motors in robotics. Atmega 328 has only one UART module, specified by RX and TX, connected to pin 0 and pin 1. What is UART? UART is a universal asynchronous receiver or transmitter. It is in charge primarily for asynchronous communication between the two devices. Example, a communication between a mobile phone or a cell phone and a system controlled by the Arduino Uno. Now, where do we use the USB bridge as part of the Arduino component? Imagine this. After we compiled our code using Arduino IDE, it should be uploaded to the main microcontroller, right? But because the main controller doesn't have a USB transceiver, we need a bridge to convert signals between the serial interface of the microcontroller and the host USB signals. And lastly, for the power supply, microcontroller operating voltage is 5 volts. And the input voltage for the Arduino board ranges from 7 to 12 volts. That is can be done using the input jack. The input voltage limit of 6 to 20 volts. VIN pin can also be used as the input pin from the power source. Its voltage rating is similar to input jack. Thank you, my dear friend, for visiting CrisVel channel. On the next video, we're going to talk about the firmware for a simple program controlling the light pattern of an LED. And don't forget to click like and subscribe for your support. Thank you so much and have a nice day.